Diedrich Devon Williams, who's behind bars for life for murdering rapper XXXTentacion, is now appealing his case, his conviction, his sentence on the grounds that he did not receive a fair trial. And this is in part due to what his attorneys say is the exclusion of evidence that pointed the finger or maybe pointed the finger at other people. And one of those people whose name has come up is rapper Drake.
You know the laws of power, you never outshine the master. You see what I'm saying? Like, I even had a conversation and said it to Drake.
But I wouldn't be shocked if this man right here wanted to serve Drake some humble pie. And this man being Lucien Grayson, CEO.
50 Cent just threw himself right into the center of the rap game's biggest drama. Now he's coming for Drake, even though just a few months ago, he was all buddy-buddy with him during the Kendrick Lamar beef. Last summer, 50 was showing major love to Drake, even pulling up to Toronto to link with him. But now he's acting like Drake's biggest troll, clocking in every day just to clown him online. And word on the street is that it all ties back to Drake's messy legal battle with Universal Music Group.
Listen to
Nigga, that's Drake. Nigga, that's Drake you got in there.
50 Cent just threw himself right into the center of the rap game's biggest drama. Now he's coming for Drake, even though just a few months ago, he was all buddy-buddy with him during the Kendrick Lamar beef. Last summer, 50 was showing major love to Drake, even pulling up to Toronto to link with him. But now he's acting like Drake's biggest troll, clocking in every day just to clown him online. And word on the street is that it all ties back to Drake's messy legal battle with Universal Music Group. Applause, and don't forget, Kendrick called this out way before it blew up. Remember when he said, "The embassy is about to get raided too"? Now people are convinced he was dropping hints about some Diddy-type drama happening behind closed doors at OVO. With Drake now turning on his own label, insiders are saying UMG might go full savage and hit him with that same Diddy-style takedown, no mercy. And when it comes to diving into messy drama like this, nobody does it better than 50 Cent. He's already throwing shady shots at Drake online, so let's get straight into what he's been saying. Here's the backstory. Last July, right when things were heating up between Drake and Kendrick, 50 jumped into the fire and posted a pic of himself chilling with Drake in Toronto.
Yeah, it's a long flight. Show me something. Listening to music. No, I listen to music right now. What you listening to? Kendrick. That's Kendrick's new album? Yeah. They get a pass. Get a pass. You listen to Kendrick. Nigga, that's Drake. Nigga, that's Drake you got in there.
About this ring, man. Well, the niggas from G-Unit didn't give him nothing. I gave him stuff.
He already got what he got for bringing them me. So how did you give me something?
But that link-up didn't sit well with a lot of people, especially on the West Coast. Folks felt like 50 teaming up with Drake during the Kendrick beef was a major slap in the face. Especially since 50 owes a huge part of his early come-up to Dr. Dre. The move had people real salty. And then things went from messy to full-on chaos when Drake cranked up the disrespect toward West Coast legends, especially Tupac. While hanging out with 50 in Toronto, Drake posted a pic of himself standing in front of a black BMW that looked almost identical to the one Tupac was riding in when he was shot in 1996. Naturally, fans started speculating that he was throwing a slick jab at Kendrick with that shady post. Drake wasn't posing with the actual car Tupac was shot in, but the resemblance was enough to set the internet on fire.
The person who has the real defamation case in this situation is Kendrick's woman. Because Drake not only said Kendrick was beating on her, he said that Dave Free, Kendrick's business partner and friend, was the real father to one of Kendrick's kids. So if you're going to accuse somebody of defamation, you must first make sure you too aren't guilty of defamation, okay? Drake saying that Kendrick defamed him is indeed the pot calling the kettle beige, but that's not even why I'm giving him Donkey of the Day, okay? I'm giving him Donkey of the Day because Drake is proving without a shadow of a doubt that he simply doesn't understand culture.
But fans weren't buying the coincidence of Drake posing in front of a lookalike BMW. People saw it as straight-up shady and mad disrespectful. And to make it even more controversial, Cook D was right there with him when that photo went up. Even though 50's an East Coast legend, he's got major West Coast roots thanks to Dr. Dre, who helped launch his entire career. So him chilling with Drake in the middle of all this West Coast drama had folks seriously scratching their heads. But here's where it gets wild. 50 has done a full-blown 180. Now he's clowning Drake like crazy. Just recently he dropped a behind-the-scenes clip from a trip with his G-Unit crew, including Tony Yayo. In the video, They're flying private when 50 casually asks Yayo what he's listening to. Yayo says he's bumping Kendrick's new album, GNX. That's when 50 slides in with the shade. He laughs and tells Yayo he gets a pass for playing Kendrick, a direct shot at Drake. No question. Now everyone's buzzing about why 50 suddenly flipped on Drake, and most people are pointing at the legal shots. Drake has been firing at UMG and Spotify in the court docs. Drake basically accused them of teaming up to mess with his streaming numbers and boost Kendrick's diss track, Not Like Us, to the top.
Stay scheming, Drake says. Tell Lucien I said, I'm tearing holes in my budget.
Tell Lucien I said, I'm tearing holes in my budget.
Did Drake call you up after that and say, hey, I need more money for my project?
If ever Drake or whenever Drake calls up and says he needs more money for his project, I give it to him.
That move had a lot of people in the industry looking sideways, including 50. Let's be real. Running to the courts over a diss track? That's not exactly hip-hop. It made Drake look like he couldn't handle the heat, so he tried to lawyer up instead. It is not just 50, it feels like the whole industry is turning their backs. Now, folks are dragging Drake online, calling him out for filing lawsuits just because he lost a rap battle. Some are even saying this whole situation proves Kendrick was right when he called Drake a cussor. That line was different. The industry is going in on Drake right now, calling him a Karen left and right. But honestly, that might be the least of his problems, because his legal attack on UMG could explode into something way bigger than anyone expected. Let's not forget, UMG has had Drake's back for years. Word is, they even helped cover up some serious allegations against him back in 2021. And the numbers don't lie. They reportedly handed Drake a mind-blowing $500 million deal. That kind of money is almost unheard of in the rap game. Own CEO, Lucian Grainge, even said Drake could get any amount of money he asked for. That's how deep their loyalty ran. Until now,
it's honestly so fantastic and a great friend and a great role model. You know, we just texted each other the other day and he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more. He's coming to Atlanta, so I'm definitely going to go and see him. I'm so excited, yeah.
You and Drake, that's awesome. That's awesome.
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
About boys. He helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
You know, that stays in the text messages.
But here's where things really start getting messy. Remember that lawsuit producer Lil Rod filed against Diddy back in February? Well, that same lawsuit originally listed Lucian Grainge and UMG as co-defendants. Lil Rod alleged that Grainge helped fund and enable Diddy's supposed criminal activity. According to the filing, Mr. Jones claimed he saw Grainge visiting Diddy's homes in both Miami, Florida, and Los Angeles, California. He further alleged that whenever Grainge visited, it was usually in the evening.
You look very nice tonight, by the way. I like curly hair, I like you. Stand right there. Give me like 2 seconds, I'm gonna get ready for you, because I gotta be ready for you.
And he and Mr. Combs would allegedly disappear for hours in Combs' bedroom. Lil Rod didn't hold back at all. He accused Lucian of aiding, abetting, and even helping fund Diddy's entire operation. He labeled Lucian a cook, claiming he supplied huge amounts of cash that kept Diddy's alleged dark side running. But here's the twist. In May 2024, news broke that Lucian Grainge and Universal Music Group were officially removed from the lawsuit. No shock there. Lucian is one of the most powerful figures in the entire music industry. And cleaning up messes like this is exactly what that kind of power buys. You already know his legal team wasn't about to let anything stick to him. But just as Lucian and UMG were breathing easy after getting dropped from Lil Rod's lawsuit, Kendrick's beef with Drake went nuclear. Kendrick started throwing hints that he might dig deeper and expose even more of the industry's dirty laundry. And you can bet UMG was paying attention. The last thing Lucian Grainge wanted was to get dragged back into more drama. This time, involving Drake and OVL, right after dodging the Diddy mess. But now that Drake is stirring things up again with those legal petitions against UMG, people are saying he's poking the wrong beast. And might be setting himself up to get the full Diddy treatment. Here's the kicker.
UMG had already warned Drake to back off before he filed those claims accusing them of shady promo tactics. Remember back in August when Drake randomly dropped 100 gigs of unreleased content, including some new tracks? Universal didn't waste a second. They hit him with copyright strikes so fast that 3 of those songs disappeared from his site almost instantly. And remember Kendrick's brutal bars on Meet the Grahams? He hinted at some creepy behavior happening behind the scenes in the industry. See?
Told you I like your hair, right? What is it? It's like herbal essence. Smells fresh.
Kendrick started talking about artists using their mansions to lure victims, leak videos, and manipulate narratives. Then he threw direct shade at Drake, saying his mansion might be the next one to get raided, just like Diddy's. And Kendrick didn't stop there. On Not Like Us, he pushed even further, calling OVO a certified profile. That line had people shaking. When it came time to respond, Drake fired back on the Heart Part 6, claiming he's too famous to be involved in anything like that, saying if any of it were true, he'd already be behind bars. But let's be honest, was that even a solid defense? Everyone knows wealthy and powerful people have dodged consequences before, so that line didn't exactly shut the conversation down. Then things got even weirder. On that same track, Drake randomly name-dropped Stranger Things star Millie Bobby Brown. You've probably heard the whispers about their unusual friendship. She was only 13 when she first connected with him. That mention brought all those discussions right back to the surface. But here's the thing, Kendrick never mentioned Millie Bobby Brown in any of his diss tracks. He didn't even hint at those rumors. So fans were confused when Drake brought her up out of nowhere in a response meant for Kendrick. Like,
Y'all gonna have me getting carried away again. I get in trouble. How old are you? Oh, that's I can't go to jail yet, man. 17? Why do you look like that? You big. Look at all this.
questions. And it doesn't stop with Millie. There have been long-running rumors about Drake allegedly getting too close to other young women in the industry, like Kylie Jenner and Billie Eilish. Back in 2013, when Kylie turned 16, Drake, who was 27, performed at her birthday party. There's even a photo of him kissing her on the cheek, and yeah, people have been giving that side-eye ever since. After Kendrick's diss track resurfaced all those old allegations, people started connecting the dots, especially after that infamous clip of Drake on stage with a young fan. In the video, he appeared to get way too touchy, and things got even more uncomfortable when she revealed her age. Drake then followed up with some questionable comments about how she looked, which had everyone feeling uneasy. Jump to 2018, and Vice dropped some serious tea. Allegedly, 31-year-old Drake was dating model Bella Harris, who had just turned 18. That age gap alone raised eyebrows, but what really fueled the speculation was the claim that Drake first met Bella during his Summer 16 tour with Future when she was only 16 and he was 29. And it didn't stop there. In 2019, Billie Eilish revealed in a Vanity Fair interview that Drake, who was already 33, had been texting her regularly when she was just 17. That had people questioning everything. It's clear this isn't just an isolated incident, fans are starting to call it a pattern. Comparisons began flying fast. Some even say Drake's behavior mirrors how Diddy used to be seen around young male celebrities under the guise of mentorship, except in Drake's case, it's young women. And the internet isn't letting it slide anymore. Just think about all those old clips of Diddy with Usher and Justin Bieber, the ones that still have people side-eyeing to this day. Now, with Kendrick directly accusing Drake and his crew of being involved in questionable behavior, some fans are saying it's time for Drake to face the same level of scrutiny that Diddy has endured. And right when things couldn't get any messier, Kanye West dropped a wild curveball. During an interview on the Download podcast, he hinted that Drake doesn't make a move without the green light from his so-called rich baby daddy, Lucian Grange. That jab had people buzzing. But it gets even crazier. On top of everything going down, an old blind item from 2018 resurfaced online and caused major chatter. The Post claimed that Diddy and Drake were allegedly the gatekeepers of two secret rings in the industry, one targeting young male talent, and the other focusing on
for everybody, all of the great Weeknd, Pluto, Metro, Ross,
Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
Like, there's something obviously wrong with this one individual that no one wants to speak about. And I feel like you're the only person that's gonna really put it out there.
I say rich baby daddy, it's like Drake has a rich baby daddy.
In 2019, Billie Eilish revealed in a Vanity Fair interview that Drake, then 33, had been texting her regularly when she was just 17. That revelation had people questioning everything. It's clear this isn't an isolated incident, fans are calling it a pattern. Comparisons quickly started flying. Some say Drake's behavior mirrors how Diddy used to be seen around young male celebrities under the guise of mentorship, except in Drake's case, it's young women. And the internet isn't letting it slide. Think about all those old clips of Diddy with Usher and Justin Bieber, which still gets side-eye to this day. Now, with Kendrick directly accusing Drake and his crew of questionable behavior, some fans say it's time for Drake to face the same level of scrutiny Diddy has endured. Just when things could
name Lucien and Universal.
Wow.
He's like, like, man, my daddy got it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, my daddy controlled the spins. My daddy got the DSPs. My daddy, Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucien.
So all of his streams in the number ones is controlled by someone named Lucien.
Well, Lucien worked for people who control the banks in Africa.